Hey there, guys. This is Tyler, back for another episode of the Tyler Podcast Redux. This is for February 2024. I am joined by just the Water Pumpkin again.
What is up, everyone?
Yes. So basically, we got some things to talk about today. Not like as big as the last episode. No, because this time it's just for this month. In terms of news, which there's quite a bit. Some of these are probably only going to be talked about for at least a few minutes, to be fair. But yeah, so we'll be talking about some interesting stuff, some controversial stuff, and some exciting stuff, I guess. Anything you want to say before we begin?
Not really.
Okay, so I have really nothing else to say either. I had a good day today. It was okay. And that's better than bad in my opinion, so yeah. Anyway, so to start off, we're going to be talking about FNAF AR officially shutting down in March. Oh boy, indeed. And this is gonna be the thing that's in the fucking thumbnail for the podcast and everything. So yeah. So on March 14th, 2024, FNAF AR is going to officially be shutting down. Yeah. Now, you guys know my opinion on FNAF AR special delivery. I am not a huge fan of the game. I'm not huge. It's my least favorite FNAF game, and honestly, I could care less it's shutting down, but I know some people are upset about it. And yeah, some people are like, I'm gonna miss FNAF AR, and I'm just like, I'm not. But, in terms of why it's shutting down, I actually kind of forget the reason. I know it's not backlash. I was surprised it was gonna be, because of people not liking the game anymore, but, do you remember the reason?
I think it's because... Isn't the main reason because they abandoned it for some reason?
I guess. Yeah, I'm looking on Reddit, Illumix's thing. Details, and it would be keeping the game on. Yeah, so basically they're keeping the game up for 6 weeks from 26 days ago. So there's only not too long left until they shut down. From the day we're recording this podcast, it's 2 or so weeks away. But on February 2nd, after February 2nd, which it's already long past, it will no longer be downloadable on the Google or App Stores, or Google Play or App Stores, which is true. It is no longer available to play, or download at least. And it's because of that, Illumix decided to, for the final days of the game, basically just let everything in the shop be bought by Faz coins or tokens, whatever. I forget what it is. Faz coins.
Faz tokens.
Oh, okay. And then they converted basically everything to Faz coins or Faz tokens to buy, including the Dark Circus DLC. So yeah, that doesn't cost real money. Okay. I know people were complaining about spending money and shit, but I guess, there should have been a lot of option to buy Faz coins or Faz tokens. You can only get those for rewards and shit now. Just so people can get everything before it goes away. You know?
Or better yet, just do it for free.
Yeah, or just do it for free. Yeah. Or maybe just have it buy Remnant or whatever. Not buy Remnant. Buy with Remnant. Buy Faz tokens or coins with Remnant. But yeah. FNAF Illumix is saying bye to the FNAF community. They are obviously being professional despite the amount of people that are against them. They thank Scott, they thank the mods, they thank the content creators, and then they thank the community as a whole. And then Scott even comes in with like special delivery will always hold a special place in his heart, and it has some of his favorite character art in the whole series and how unique it was, which, you know what, I'll give FNAF AR this. The visuals are like actually pretty damn good, including the models, but then again, it is Scott's models, but like still it looks good. Some skins look ugly as fuck in a bad way, but like some other shit, the rest of the game is like visually stunning, I will admit. Yeah. I guess like maybe a little too polished, but like whatever.
I mean, it could be buggy at sometimes too. Well, all the time mostly.
Yeah, and yet getting into like the negative, the game was always buggy. It's still buggy. I was like playing it the other day, like on stream. It is still buggy. Even in its final days, it is still a bug. It is still a buggy mess. Not as bad as security breach on launch, but like it's still pretty fucking bad and can like lead to restarting the game, which, you know, is never a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the main reason I'm not huge on FNAF AR is because I always thought the gameplay is just would always get repetitive after a while and gets boring after a while. Like, I don't see the fun in it after like 10 minutes. Besides like the sometimes unique battles for some skins / characters, it really is just the same gameplay loop. And I know FNAF has always had a repetitive gameplay loop, but the thing was it always gets challenging as it goes on. And it was still fun. But with like FNAF AR, it just gets boring. I don't know. Whatever. Am I right?
Yeah.
Just whatever. But yeah, so basically, FNAF AR is shutting down. Some people like myself have said good riddance and shit. Some people are missing it. Some people just don't care about like either or. They don't care that it's available. They don't care if it's up. They don't care if it's not up. Yeah. There's like people in the middle. Some people probably have not even heard of FNAF AR. So they don't even, they're like, what was that? No, it's one time I was like talking to someone IRL about FNAF, and they asked me what my least favorite FNAF game was, and I said FNAF AR, and they were like, FNAF VR? And I'm like, bro, are you kidding me?
Wait, VR? Like they mistook your word
Yeah.
for VR?
Yeah,
Wow.
they fucking did. And then I was like, no, that one's my favorite. Well, this was before Help 1 and 2 came out.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Yeah. So yeah, I've always had AR as my least favorite for a long time. But I mean, like, yeah. And then clearly a lot of people agree with me that like FNAF AR is like the or one of the worst FNAF games in this franchise. Some people think it's genuinely like a great game or whatever and consider it like a favorite, while people like me consider it one of their least favorites. And some people put it above Help Wanted and Ruin and Security Breach. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I see, yeah.
Yeah. I can kind of understand putting it above Security Breach. I would never put it above Security Breach because I think Security Breach is more fun to play. But
And
like,
it had more passion in it.
They had more passion, and the people behind Security Breach actually cared about FNAF. But I can understand maybe a tiny bit why someone would put AR above Security Breach, because some people are like, Security Breach ruined the series, the lore. But like, putting an AR above Help Wanted, dude, come on. But anyway, yeah. So FNAF AR is shutting down. On March 14th, it is near. 100%ing that game is like hard as fuck. Because like it's like hardest in series because you have to get like every CPU, every skin, Like, Springtrap CPU is like one of the rarest things in the fucking world.
And some of those skins were like eventful, like limited time.
Yeah. Well, now it's like better because like they're doing that event, but because the game's dying. But like, and speaking of dying, I kind of expected this to happen at some point soon.
Yeah, I did too.
Is like they abandoned the game. Obviously, they stopped updating it, and then like they went radio silent about it. I think Illumix was even posting about other stuff related to like their other works and not FNAF AR for a good while, and then like. Yeah, and then people constantly would clown on the game, just shit on the game, make fun of the game, troll the game. I don't fucking know. But yeah, they would just not like the game. So I kind of it just died, both like in terms of like attention and also just like in terms of like what people consider as a good FNAF game. So I kind of just expected this to happen. And for any hot take, it's probably for the best too, because it's just like Illumix fucked up with the FNAF community. I'm sorry, but they did. So if they want to like expand their talents and like still do what they want to do, they're just gonna have to like branch out outside of FNAF now. It's like, listen, the game was like at least decent when it first came out, and that's like enough for people. That's enough for like. That's probably, like, even in its current stage, FNAF AR is probably going to be considered as impressive to, like, other companies or whatever when, like, Illumix tries to, like, look for jobs or whatever for, like, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they'll still consider it as, like, impressive and, like, as a good experience with, like, the medium, so Illumix basically is set to make bank, which... proud of them, but like that also doomed FNAF AR, so I don't know how to feel about that.
I'm curious, how many downloads did that game get?
I can check, hold on. FNAF AR downloads, that is like a good question. How many downloads did FNAF AR have? Does FNAF AR have?
2 million.
2 million? Dude.
Like 2,700,000.
What the fuck? But, alright. Hey, yeah, Illumix made their bank. Because people still bought the skins and shit anyway, so... yeah. But yeah, I still remember the days, even when people still considered the game as good, when like Toy Chica would just cost so damn much. It was like overpriced. At the winter event. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, it was something great at the time, but in like a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fucking FNAF AR, dude. Oh yeah, and FNAF AR is usually the subject of FNAF clickbait sometimes with like the workshop animations.
Oh yeah, because there's those fan animations.
Yeah. I feel like some people only like FNAF AR for the workshop animations and the videos about them. Like...
there you go.
There you go.
I could kind of see why people can like those animations.
Yeah, like some of them are pretty good, but then there's others that are just like lazy, or even like when they used to reuse animations for certain skins and characters.
And characters from different video game series.
No, because like Jacko Bonnie and Melted Chocolate Bonnie had like the same like character and same workshop animation. I'm just like, that makes no sense logically. Like, why would they have the same animation as workshop animation as each other?
Well, I did also hear at the time the animator for them left at that time.
Oh yeah, that definitely was part of the issue. They got an animator though, I'm pretty sure, afterward.
Yeah, for Funtime Freddy.
Yeah. Which, can I just say, when Funtime Freddy came out, people were like happy and stuff and like excited and liked him, but like I'm Funtime Freddy's one of my favorite FNAF characters, so this is gonna be quite something interesting to say. But Funtime Freddy in FNAF AR was so disappointing. He was, besides like what Bon did, Funtime Freddy was just basically like the basic like battle mechanics as like Freddy and gang.
I will say this, he could have been more unique if that May update did not happen.
Oh yeah. Dude, the May, oh my god, the May update was so, oh my god, that ruined the game for me and a lot of people.
Like, the animatronics did not need health bars.
No, they did not. It was more, okay, it was more fun when, like, you just shocked them and that was it. And some of the skins and characters stayed that way, but, like, the main ones, like Freddy and the Gang, BB, Baby, and Springtrap, why did they need health bars and shit? Like, I get you're trying to add content, quote unquote content with the game, but like, do we really need, like, do we really need this?
Not to mention, it can get very tedious and boring.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I get bored in a battle after a while because of that. Like, I'm just fighting Bonnie and just like, Bonnie's like Freddy and Bonnie and them are like well, Springtrap and Baby are kind of hard. Well, Springtrap's really hard, but like Freddy and the Gang, besides maybe Foxy, is like easy. So when you're just like doing like, you're basically shocking them over and over, it gets boring because it's not a challenge because they're easy and they appear all the time too. Like, they consistently appear. So yeah, FNAF AR is it's just a joke, dude. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna miss the game. I said this in my 100% complete, well, quote unquote 100% completion revisit stream for FNAF AR. I'm not gonna miss it. Rest in piss. Yeah, what do you think?
Okay, I will say this. I do think FNAF AR is a shitty game, and I think it's my least favorite as well. But it kind of has a part of my spot in my heart, because like without it, I would not do what I like to do with Proxy a lot. So thanks for that, AR, but you're still a bad game.
Yeah, I have a tiny bit of 2020 nostalgia with FNAF AR because I would constantly just make videos on the newest skin or whatever, a new character or whatever, and like I remember making like that 2020 FNAF AR skin ranking video and all that shit. Like, FNAF AR has a little bit of nostalgia with me, but I still just don't like it. It is still just, it's not a good game, in my opinion.
Yeah, and also I would also say thank you for introducing to Boulder Toy Bunny, because that is my favorite skin from that game.
Oh yeah, some of the skins in FNAF AR are genuinely actually pretty good. Like, I love the Arcade Mayhem game, especially VR Toy Freddy. I love Grayscape Golden Freddy. I like Piranha Plush Trap. I like Chocolate Bonnie. But then, like, you just have skins that are just outright just terrible, like Melted Chocolate Bonnie, and then, of course, my least favorite, Sunken Toy Bonnie. Like, some people have asked me why Sunken Toy Bonnie specifically is my least favorite. It's just disgusting. Okay, I have always just had, like, a very, like, gross time. Like, I cannot stand, like, realistic shit or feces or whatever. Now, if it's cartoony, I don't really care. But, like, if it's, like, real, it grosses me out so bad, even thinking about it. And, like, Sunken Toy Bonnie basically looks like that, and it's just so disgusting.
You know, Sunken Toy Bonnie is Toy Bonnie as a water event. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's part of it. It's like, you can find shit in water. But yeah, and then of course Melted Chocolate Bonnie. I don't even need to explain why that one sucks. Like, it's basically just proof of a Lumix being greedy.
Yeah, I see the idea.
I mean, yeah, but like, They released that on April Fool's Day of 2021, and I was
Oh, yeah,
I was
that.
just like, you could do something better with that. You could like make like, I don't know, like you already did Clown Springtrap, but you could just like make, I don't know, like comedic fucking skins. But no, you just make oh, we ran out of an idea for a week, so.
Not to mention that Funko made the chocolate Freddy and Chocolate Chica at that time.
Oh yeah, I thought they were gonna become a thing later on in the game, but no, obviously they're kind of like the circus and balloon animatronics, where they were just made for merch, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot to talk about FNAF here. Some people are just like, FNAF AR is nothing to talk about. Like, there's quite a bit. There is quite a bit. And then I consider FNAF AR canon because of the emails and stuff, and how like it links to Security Breach and Help Wanted 1.
I kind of see it canon mainly because, like, besides the message, it's not really that important.
Yeah. Plus, like, some of like the FNAF AR skins appear as arcade cabinets in Security Breach, so at least to my memory, like Frost Plush Trap and stuff. So like clearly those skins exist somewhere in the FNAF canon. And then, but then again, also same with like Ignited Freddy and Ignited Bonnie from Joint Creation, because they are in Security Breach for arcade cabinets. But yeah, I have really nothing else to say about FNAF AR shutting down besides what I've already said.
Yeah.
Alright.
And again, thanks for Boulder Toy Bonnie. That's it.
Yeah, thank you for Clown Springtrap. That shit is goofy, but in a good way. But yeah. So the next topic we're gonna talk about, okay. This one is gonna get a little touchy, so alright. If you are sensitive to hearing about the current genocide going on in Palestine versus Israel, please just go to the chapters in the description and just skip to the next topic, because we're going to be talking about the Kane Carter situation with like what Kane Carter is like said the other day or whatever. And another day, another Kane Carter controversy. Oh boy. But yeah, so obviously I'm pro-Palestine. I'm assuming you are too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, there was this person on Twitter, alright, this was, okay, for context, this was somebody who was, like, in King Carter's Buy Me a Coffee Discord server, which I was in, but I left a while ago because I just didn't feel like being in there anymore. I never talked in there anyway, but they were on there, they got banned because, well, this person is apparently a pedophile. They allegedly dated someone like 12 or 13 when they were 16 or whatever. I'm not gonna get into that can of worms, but so then basically this person, with keeping all this in mind, they made a public call out on Kane Carter for like being toxic on his Discord, like his Buy Me a Coffee Discord with like his followers or whatever, and like how they treated him. But and then the thing was that most of the people that saw it, they didn't take most of what the pedo or whoever said seriously, because of the fact he's a pedo, and also because of just the fact that he deserved to be banned. However, there was one thing in that call out that people did agree with the pedo on, that got a lot of people upset with King Carter, and that was King Carter joking about the genocide and all of that. Oh boy. So basically, yeah. Now, I've always known that King Carter was just like an edgelord in a way. Because like he's a joker, but still, it's like very recent with like the genocide. Like, this ain't just like 9/11 jokes or anything like that. It's like not like an event that happened a while ago that people just endlessly joke about. No, this is like a current, this is a current issue. Like, I hope I'm not downplaying this to people. I have like huge, Like, that's why I'm calling it a genocide and not a war, because, like, this is important. But, like, yeah, this ain't, like, 9/11 or World War II or whatever, where it's, like, happened a long time ago and people just, like, joke about it just for, like, dark humor purposes. No, this is, like, a current thing that's going on in the real world right now as we speak. And this is something that is basically just not the best to joke about right now. And Kane Carter did the unthinkable, and a lot of people are mad at him, and honestly, for fair reason. Now, Kane Carter did make a statement. He apologized or something. He apologized, I'm pretty sure. He did make a statement. That's like 100%. Like, I've seen it, but I'm pretty sure he apologized and explained himself and stuff. And then some people chose to forgive him. Some people chose to still be upset, which, I mean, both are okay. If you forgive him, it's whatever. If you're still upset with him, that's whatever too. It's up to the reader of the post or whoever to do what they want to do with how they view Kane, because it was fucked up what Kane did. Yeah, and not just specifically talk about the genocide for a bit, I just want to touch on this. I'm going to touch on this in my upcoming "Was the Fanverse Ever a Good Idea" video. But, like, Kane Carter seriously needs to, like, start thinking about what he says before he says stuff, especially on Twitter, because it's affecting how people view the fanverse. What do you think?
I'll just say fuck him for joking about stuff like that.
Yeah. Now, okay, and this might be a hot take, but I don't think Kane Carter is straight up a bad person. I really don't think so. I just think he has, like, a lot of room to improve himself as a person, but I don't think he's, like, evil or anything. He just, again, like I said, he just needs to, like, think about what he says anywhere before he says or does anything. And this is not just for, like, this issue. It's also for, like, the past racism accusations of him saying the N-word and stuff. The whole thing with, like, him being upset with Sparky being in the FNAF movie. Like,
that was a thing?
Yeah, that was a thing, unfortunately. Like, he said it was like how Sparky was meant to be a hoax to, like, convince people to think it was real or whatever. Like, it was meant to trick people, so he thinks something like that shouldn't be in the FNAF movie. But, like, when people were, like, watching the FNAF movie and they see Sparky, they're still gonna get excited because, like, it's still, first off, it's nostalgic FNAF content, basically. Like, people, like, remember Sparky and they're like, oh my god, Sparky! And they get excited, and, like, so yeah, so they have the right to be excited. And then, of course, there's people that thought that, like, Kane was saying this because he was mad Pop Goes wasn't in the FNAF movie, which, even if you're gonna include a fan game character in the FNAF movie, in any FNAF movie, I don't think Pop Goes the Weasel or whoever's gonna be the first one they'll go to. They'll probably do Kane. No, not Candy. No, not fucking Kane. They'll do, like, Candy for, like, I'm assuming they do Candy or, like, one of the Igniteds first. Ignite Freddy.
I assume they do Candy.
Yeah, Candy's number one. Like,
because I assume Candy's, like, the most popular FNAF OC animatronic.
Yeah, that too. Some people are saying he might be in the FNAF movie too, because, like, how Sugar, like, Candy's, like, old form was, like, a hoax or whatever.
Wherever that, or Purple animatronic, or a Golden Toy Freddy.
I don't know.
Toy Golden Freddy.
I don't know if they would do the purple guy animatronic. So, because Sparky made sense, in my opinion. Like, Sparky made sense to appear because he was just he's an original animatronic. But, like, the purple guy animatronic is an animatronic based off of, like, a literal fucking human in, like, the FNAF movie universe. They existed in the games too, but, like, so, like, do you think that'd be kind of weird?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, you could argue, oh, Gregory's a robot or whatever. He looks like he's meant to resemble the crying child, but, like, I'm gonna laugh at your face if someone says that. But, like, no, like, but yeah, Kane Carter just needs to like, and I still like Pop Goes. Like, okay, Pop Goes 2016 is very meh in my opinion. It is boring a little bit, but like Pop Goes Arcade, like the fanverse version that's on Steam, it's still one of my favorite FNAF games ever. I love it. And Pop Goes Evergreen has promise, but the other thing with that is it looks like it's in development hell, and like people have said their pieces about the teasers, and I'm just like, yeah, like he could do more with like the teasing, because like he teases the false animatronics and all this stuff, and like, yeah, but like, I don't want to make this like a hate fest on Kane, because like he's at least passionate about what he's doing with like Pop Goes and stuff. So I can't hate the guy. Like, I can't. Like, he's not a bad guy. And like he can be funny sometimes too. Like I see good personality within him. It's just he just needs to do a better job at like how he presents himself, like especially on like Twitter, because that is going to affect how people view the fanverse, and it already has. People lump him with Fistsnum and Jonachrome. And some people lump Nixon too, but like that's a whole other discussion. But yeah, like Kane is like Kane's not bad. He's not evil. He's just he just needs to improve. What do you think?
Like, I'm pretty sure he's in the most. I think he's the person who's in like the most controversies.
Yeah.
Different controversies.
Yeah. Like, he's not the out of the original 5 fanverse developers, he's not the worst, obviously, because Jonachrome is the worst, just straight up, because, you know, pedophilia is, like, awful. But, like, Kane Carter definitely has, like, the biggest list of controversies. Definitely. Yeah. But, yeah.
Do you think more than Fifth King?
I feel like they're neck and neck. Like, I don't think either or is, like, on top of each other right now. People hate Feth King more, definitely, but like I think they have like the same amount of controversies as each other, and people are starting, even like the fucking outside of Twitter, FNAF Twitter is starting to like not like Kane either. Noticed. But yeah, and I always just notice how, like, whenever, like, Pop Goes doesn't win in, like, a thing, like, you know how, like, there would be those polls that, like, Johnny Blocks or any like, FNAF, like, account does, where it's, like, best or favorite fanverse game, or upcoming fanverse game most excited for, or something like that, and it's, like, you know, like, Candy's 4, Evergreen, Ignite Collection, whatever, like,
and Pop Goes is usually the one that's voted the least.
Yeah, and like Kane's always upset about that. But I mean, like, Pop Goes is popular, but like it's not as popular as like Candy's or Joy Creation. Like, I don't like, okay, when I'm talking to people in real life about FNAF and FNAF fan games, I usually hear Candies or Joy Creation before I hear Pop Goes. Hell, I hear Day Shift at Freddy's before Pop Goes.
Well, of course you do.
Yeah, for some reason. Like, and I hear Financial 39 before Pop Goes. Like, I'm being dead ass too. I never hear anybody that I talk to about like FNAF and stuff bring up Pop Goes ever. And that is something. No, I hear them talk about Juniors more than Pop Goes too.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay, I prefer Pop Goes over Juniors, though. You already know that. But yeah, but yeah, I need to make someone needs to make a counter of how many times I say but yeah. It's like the Scott Cawthon, you knows. You know. But try not to say it again. King Carter, he's cool. He seems cool, but what he did with joking about Palestine was a no-no. He apologized. People have the right to forgive him or not forgive him. It's up to people. People are allowed to be upset with Kane, even after what Kane publicly stated. and like any feelings is justified unless it's like violence or whatever. Like, don't be violent, please. Don't threaten people, please. But yeah, and if people don't want to play if people don't want to play Pop Goes Evergreen because of it, that's also valid in my opinion. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say before we move on to the next topic?
Yeah, I would like to say I appreciate Proxy for being a huge Palestine supporter.
Yes, W
Proxy.
So yeah. The next topic is about the FNAF movie leaving Peacock, which this one I was just like, why?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Like, what reason?
I assumed it was gonna be there like forever, since that's when that was
like,
on Peacock ever since the movie came out on theaters.
Yeah, besides physical releases, that's like the only legal way of watching the FNAF movie.
I did hear it's coming to Prime on like a subscription soon.
Oh yeah, there is that, but
I don't know when it's coming out though.
I hear somebody said something about how like it's probably because they're moving it to Netflix as part of like some deal that Universal's made with the company or whatever. Which that might actually like help more with the movie success because Netflix is more popular than Peacock.
Yeah.
So maybe
Funny enough, I heard that Willy's Wonderland is on Netflix.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, yeah, FNAF movie still pretty fucking good movie in my opinion. Still really like it. And yeah, I hope it does get like move on to Netflix if that's true. I don't know. But I just still, even then, I still don't get why he needs to leave Peacock, bro. It's like the movie was a huge success. And like,
didn't it become like Peacock's like biggest movie ever on that streaming service?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, literally. And it left, didn't it leave, what? It left February something.
It's something that ended on the 6th. I think rather the 16th or the 26th.
Oh no, wait, left February 25th. So literally 2 days ago as we're recording this.
25th felt like something special to me for some reason. I'm wondering why.
But yeah, at least I got to see the movie in theaters. That was a W. That was like a good experience.
I got to see it in theaters too.
That was a perfect experience. I don't get how somebody would like watch that on Peacock over theaters. You had to experience it in theaters. Like that was like the experience, man.
Yeah, okay, I'll be honest, I did see it in Peacock first, mainly because I thought I wasn't gonna get the chance to see it in theaters, but I actually did, so...
Yeah, I was always able to see it in theaters. But yeah, I have nothing else really to say about this topic. I think we're starting to get into the topics where, like, we don't have much to say, so this might end up being a short episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have anything else you want to say before we move on?
Hold on, let me think about this. Peacock, more like cock.
But, yeah, so basically, the next topic is about the physical release of the FNAF movie soundtrack. So, alright, so basically, the Newton brothers, they're the people behind the soundtrack. It's gonna be on CD, cassette, and vinyl. And the pre-orders started happening at the beginning of the month on like February 1st at 9 a.m. PT, which is like Pacific time. And yeah, and in my opinion, the FNAF movie soundtrack is a banger. I love the tracks Five Nights at Freddy's, Foxy Fatality, My Grandfather's Clock,
Yellow
Rabbit. Just so much.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously Living Tombstone. So much bangers.
Will the Living Tombstone song be on the finals?
I don't know. Maybe not, because like of how like that's not like, you know, by the Newton brothers. Yeah, no, I don't think it would be. Probably not. But
It'd be cool though.
it's still a best, even though it's not part of like the main soundtrack. It's still one of the best tracks from the movie. Because like I've always loved the song. So waiting every night. Literally when that came on in the credits in the theater, some of my friends started singing it, and I was like, oh my god.
I gotta say, it was such an amazing experience hearing that song and like playing on big speakers.
Yes, dude. No, do you know what I found out recently?
What?
That the Living Tombstone does concerts, and I saw like a live performance from them of "I Can't Fix You." I want to go to something like that. I'd love to hear that shit in like a concert setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
You think they'll do It's Been So Long for the second movie?
It makes the most sense.
Yeah, it does.
Imagine they just use every every movie after, they just use every Living Tombstone version. So like they just do Die in a Fire for FNAF 3.
Yeah.
No, for FNAF 3, the FNAF movie 3, FNAF 3 the movie, they do FNAF what?
Don't you dare what I think you think.
This attraction is great.
No! It's like, oh, wait a minute, I know what you're talking about.
Yo, let's go. He released FNAF movie the musical, and he like referenced that, but it's like it's grape instead of
word.
I'm not gonna say that word again on YouTube. I'll say it in Tyler Tales, but I'm not gonna say it on here. But
No, I don't want to say that word too.
But yeah, and then they reference like Family Guy in that movie musical with like the skating thing from Family Guy. It's
I haven't watched that musical. I only know about that part.
It's like a part where like Freddy and the gang are like kind of just dancing, but like Chica is just like at Bonnie's feet or whatever. It's like it's hard to describe. You have to see it to like understand. But anyway, but yeah, I have nothing else really to say about FNAF movie soundtrack. I might get it. I might get a vinyl. I don't know. Might get a CD. How about you?
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just nothing else to say. Now, yep. Anything else you want to say before we move on?
Waiting every night to find. I don't know.
I don't know. So next topic is just how the filming date for the first day of filming date for the FNAF movie 2 was revealed, which let me find it somewhere. Do you have it?
It's like I don't know.
It's like July something.
It's July 1st.
Oh, okay. Yes, it is July 1st. Yep, July 1st. So yeah, FNAF movie 2 starting July 1st, which is unlike FNAF movie 1 where they started filming last year in like February 1st. It's always on the 1st. First day of the month.
So, I will say it's a surprise because they're doing that soon. I think it's just a rumor.
I mean, yeah, that is interesting. Well, the movie's been confirmed obviously to be happening, and like we know some of the people that are like gonna be involved in the movie again, like the main actors and actresses from the first, like Lillard and Rubio and Hutcherson.
Like, are they already working on the designs for the animatronics already?
Maybe that's what they're working on right now. Because if they're gonna start filming July 1st, then like they'd have to be starting the designs of the animatronics right now.
Yeah, they have to do it now if they're doing it in July.
Yeah. Or they could just, or you know how like for the filming for like the first movie, they did like the outside of Freddy's scenes first, and then they did the Freddy scenes after.
Yes, I do.
Maybe they'll do that again, and like they'll have the animatronics ready by the time they're ready for the Freddy scenes.
Yeah.
No, you know how like some people were like, how are they gonna do a grand reopening of like Freddy's or whatever, and like they're like wondering who will do it, who would like be the one to like reopen Freddy's.
I have an idea for a story. It's like, since Afton died, someone has to have the rights to the pizzeria now.
Yeah, do you know who I would think? Do you know who I thought? I mean, not I thought, but like I saw someone else thought. Someone was like, it'd be the perfect plot twist, and they said like Aunt Jane would be the one.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, I saw somewhere where like they said that like Aunt Jane was like just knocked out by Golden Freddy and not killed, so it was just like.
Yeah, I kind of don't like the idea that she got knocked out instead of being killed, because that doesn't really make sense, especially for like Golden Freddy.
Yeah, especially since the other animatronics killed the other people. Like they straight up like bit them in half or fucking.
And plus, Aunt Jane's like the character you get the least sympathy from.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be a funny plot twist though.
Because if I be honest, I expect like Henry Emily.
Yeah, I expect him to, or like maybe Lillard again. I don't know. We're not Lillard. Sorry, Afton.
But Afton's spring locked now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck, never mind. But yeah, I called him Lillard. God damn it. Matthew Lillard is William Afton now. I don't care what you say. He is the character.
I prefer Matthew over British boy.
Yeah, I can understand. I can see that. I think I might agree too. I just need to think about that. But yeah, again, nothing else really to say. God damn. Anything you want to say before we move on?
I'll say this, when the FNAF Movie 2 starts happening, you guys should know what I want to see the most from that movie.
You want to see JJ.
Yes.
No, you toy Bonnie, you little fuck. Anyway,
yes.
Anyway, I want to see the Puppeter Mangle, personally. Or Wither Bonnie.
Yeah, I'm curious of how they're gonna do the Mangle.
Yeah. The Mangle. Anyway, so the next topic is how the Hex, like the Hex brand, like the FNAF merch brand by Daco, might have to find a new company because of shipping delays as of recent. It's just a rumor, but the shipping delays is confirmed to be happening. But like the rumor is the fact they might find a new company. I don't know. What do you said this before we started? You said this was like the topic you knew the least about. So
yeah, I don't know much about this topic.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even have a lot to say. Just like it sucks that like this company is doing this with like the shipping and stuff. Like I remember when like I forget which company it was. It was like there was like delays in shipping too. And Daco's been like pretty cool about this. Daco is like obviously Daco is always like pretty good vocally with his fans or whatever. So he's just being a respectful guy. I love Daco. I really do. I respect him a lot.
Yeah, I love him too. He's too sweet.
Yeah. I can never see Daco doing anything like heinous.
Yeah.
Now never say never. But yeah. So yeah, I hope the whole Hex brand thing, the current issue, gets resolved, and like everybody that ordered something got what they ordered. The shipping delays can be pretty bad. Is some people are just impatient. Sad world we live in. And yeah, I have nothing else to say really. Just breezing through. And then the final topic is about how the fan game Fazbear Tycoon got canceled. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
But yeah, Fazbear Tycoon was basically going to be this game. There was they released a night test demo, which was basically what there was of the game before it got canceled. Not all the characters have actual AI. There's a Discord server. I always feel like fan games are always getting canceled. I don't know why.
Honestly, I was just about to say that.
It's strange. It's like the equivalent to like popular YouTubers retiring this year. It's like fan games are always getting canceled lately.
Yeah.
Well, not lately, but recently with this one, but it just seems like it'd be a trend, And there's Five Nights with 39 2 got canceled recently too.
Yeah.
So yeah, recently. There's a lot of fan games.
Wasn't there another FNAF game that got canceled recently?
I forget. FNAF Plus, obviously. Well.
Yeah, but that was in August.
Yeah. I am not sure. But yeah, yeah, and then there's obviously a devlog on the game. There's a whole devlog about the cancellation. Undead, basically cut all ties with the dev team for Fazbear Tycoon, so basically they had to cancel the game. And so yeah, Undead left all of a sudden. Undead Army, that's their name. Or her name, sorry, not their. They go by female pronouns in the devlog, so yeah. I say them until I find out what they go by. But if they go by them, they get called them. Simple as. I love being supportive. But yeah, the graphics look really, really good.
I did like how fluffy the animatronics look.
Yeah, they remind they look really fluffy, but in a good way. I love Foxy's design. I'm not sure on, but Friday, Bonnie, and Chica look really fucking good. I love their designs, and I'm basing this off of the banner on the game page. I think you are too. And yeah, Bonnie's design and description as well that advertises the Discord. He looks really cool there too.
Yeah.
But yeah. I love how the devlog starts off with, "Hey everybody, this is the council. This is the fan game council.
We are the council.
We are the council.
The council.
Council.
Council. I don't know why I'm having a hard time saying that almost.
The cancel council."
Darn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's another devlog about a lesson in game development, and it's a meme. You know that meme with the parent with the kid on the raising the kid on the pool, the kid looks like they're drowning, and there's a skeleton at the bottom.
That meme.
Yeah, there's one of those in the devlog after, where it's dev team showcasing our models, the game Jolt community page.
Oh yeah, I do that sometimes, and I'm trying to back that down a little bit.
Yeah, but you can see the meme, right?
I can see the meme almost.
Yeah. And then there's just another reminder not to harass undead, which, yeah, don't harass people over this stuff. It's not cool. But it's not very cash money. It's not very Slay Queen. I'm cringe, I know. But you get the message. But yeah. And again, I have nothing else really to say about this besides the fact that it wasn't like a fan game I was super excited for, like, oh man, I need to play this, but like it looked good, and I would have played it when it came out. And
I would have played it too, even though it wasn't really a game I was following.
Yeah, same. And yeah. That is basically... Oh yeah, do you have a final stainer for this topic?
The animatronics are so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
Nice. Anyway, that is basically it for this month's episode of the Tyler Podcast Redux. FNAF AR shutting down. Good riddance. Kane Carter needs to learn to not say stuff about certain stuff online. FNAF Movie is leaving Peacock, which is a boo. But what is not a boo, and is more of a woo, is that the FNAF Movie soundtrack is getting physical releases. And what's also a woo is that the FNAF Movie 2 filming date's been revealed, or like supposedly revealed. What's not a woo but is back to being a boo is that it's rumored that Hex brand by Daco might be getting a company because of the shipping delays. And we ended off with sadly a boo, with Fazbear Tycoon being canceled.
Oh.
Yep. Got some good and some bad. Mostly bad to this month. I'm so sorry. Next month better be mostly good. I swear to God, I need more positivity in my life, man.
Are we gonna bring up FNAF AR again next month because that's when it shuts down?
We could. Sure. Probably won't be a main topic though, because we kind of made it a main topic this month. But yeah, anything else you want to say before we end it off?
Goodbye FNAF AR and good riddance. No one wins.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
But again, thank you for Boulder Toy Bunny, Blackheart Bunny, and Scorching Chica, I guess, and Girly Escape World and Freddy.
Thank you for giving me humor, a game to make fun of. Anyway. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this month's episode of the Tyler Podcast Redux. In the description below will be the chapters to each of the topics if you want to like just skip around or whatever, which this probably would be better to say at the beginning or whatever. Whatever. Some people like rewatching these, I don't know. And then
I like rewatching these.
Or re-listening in this series' case. Because like I don't put much visuals on the video. And then as well, Discord server, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Tyler Extras, Tyler's World, and yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see y'all in the next thing that I do. Toodles.
See you later.